Hello. I hate the smell of cigarettes. So it was surprising one morning when I woke up and my living room smelled like cigarette smoke. I was a student in college at the time, and I lived in a rundown house with my brother and another guy named Jamie. None of us were smokers. None of us had friends over that were smoking. So we're like, what happened? Did someone break into our house and smoke a cigarette last night? A few days later, I wake up for classes. I walk out my bedroom door, and there was a hallway that all of our bedrooms branched off of. And I looked on the carpet, and there was a large candle and an unused cigarette. And so I did what all normal people do when they see cigarettes. I screamed for my life. And my brother came out of his room, and he didn't know where this stuff came from. So I immediately ran into Jamie's room and woke him up. He was not happy to be disturbed. But I told him, you need to get up. This is an emergency. The smoker came back. And this time it's really creepy because this intruder had a candlelight vigil outside all of our bedrooms. So Jamie just wanted to go back to sleep, but my brother and I continued to loiter in Jamie's room, trying to figure out who this smoker could be. And there was one name at the top of our suspect list: Craig. Craig was this hippie guy who lived in our attic. Craig had recently moved out because Craig's girlfriend had something going on with Jamie. So this did not end well. Craig was a smoker, and Craig would have known that the back door to our house did not latch shut. I was actually relieved, thinking that our intruder was Craig, because Craig was my friend. And my brother reassured me, Craig would never hurt us. The only person Craig would kill is Jamie. At that point, Jamie woke up, and Jamie said, Michelle, since you are so scared, I'm going to go board up that back door now. And I said, okay, that's a great idea. In the meantime, I'm going to the police and I'm filing a report. So I walked into the police department and I met with the policeman in this little conference room, and he wrote down my report, and I told him, I have an emergency. There's a smoker in my house. And it could be the kind of smoker that kills people. So the policeman told me they were putting my address on the patrol monitor. And that meant every set number of hours, the police car would drive by my house. And if they saw anyone lurking with a cigarette, they were going to take them down. So that felt better. And then the policeman reassured me. And he said, I don't think you're in any danger. My hunch is one of your roommates is playing a prank on you. And I said, no, that can't be possible because they're both scared. And they both knew I was coming to the police, and there's no way they would take a prank that far. And the policeman said, okay then, the only other possibility is that a homeless person has found a warm place to sleep on a cold winter night. And in that case, you're not in any danger either, because if this person wanted to kill you, you would be dead now. And that was actually reassuring and disturbing simultaneously. Eventually, the truth was revealed. And one of our suspects was the cigarette perp. Was it crazy addict Craig? Was it one of my roommates? Or was it a homeless person? It was my brother. He went to a fraternity and someone gave him a cigar. So he came home to experiment in the living room, and he thought it was funny how I overreacted to the smell the next day. So he bought a whole pack of cigarettes, intending to do a series of cigarette pranks. But after the first prank resulted in Jamie buying wood to board up our back door, and me getting our house listed on patrol monitor, that put an end to the great cigarette emergency of 1996.